He had his time in the sun playing Mars last year.
I mean, Tide is a boring one, but that's assuming, okay, they do go for Tide. So that's a 5 Omni?
Why do you say that's boring?
Back when Heavenly Grace was a thing, which, to be honest, I kind of wouldn't mind seeing that back instead of Repel. I thought Heavenly Grace was more interesting.
Yep.
Malady, speaking of, will be dead.
Yes, tag team. We see it time and time again. The First Blood machine. Yeah, it's interesting though. I mean, do you think the money bag is going to see another round of the hook stomp into
tag team,
and now double edge? That's what happens when you get more levels, is you get more spells as well.
Yep.
I mean, they can go for another round here pretty soon.
Yeah, 10 seconds. They'll go shards now.
Yeah, and the double edges, and this is going to be another kill. Not careful. One more right click suffices.
His bottom lane is not looking
dumpster mode in
game.
favor of Talon.
Messes with the lane a lot here that Malady has these 2 early deaths. Now he's going to try to protect the Lotus.
Is this wise? Because tag team is up again. Purification is going to do a decent amount of damage. Watson finally making his way over. Malady is dead though, as Watson will try to chase. WS gets the Lotus, and now Watson stuck inside the shards. Might be able to kill Jokam if he's not careful. The snowball going to cut it a bit. The stun to follow. WS with another hoof stomp for the road. And this is an absolute Gaimin shellacking in just this lane.
But just in case you didn't bring it up, I was there for you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, got to make sure to give him a shout out literally every single game for no apparent reason. Quinn.
TP's in to try to take the rune. Quinn doing a lot of damage, but Makoto is there to try to assist, and the snowball save. Stun onto Quinn. They finally get their first kill. It's going to cost Quinn his life in all likelihood. Jokam will finish the job. Makoto, 26 and 4. It's very even. Of course, Quinn.
Want to kill Quinn before 6?
Yeah, that would be big. Inside of the Sprout and inside of everything, it seems. He is dead. Big kill. It's going to be a trade for the support. Laguna Blade. Makoto is level 6.
It's like it never even happened.
I mean, the CS was close, but feels like the bottom lane is bleeding into the rest now. 2 deaths for Mr. Quinn, as Ace will pop the Kraken shell to try to stay alive, but yeah, this should be a death in this lane as well. He's actually really tanky. Gorgon's Grasp misses as Ace. He actually there's no way, right? Mystic Snake. Right clicks are doing basically nothing, not even in the Sprout. Jokam really wants to finish this off, but now you got the Repel and the Purification to deal with.
Oh my god, no way, man.
More are joining the party, joining this failed gank onto Ace. Will pop the Kraken shell again inside of the Sprout. 23 Savage and Cuckoo do no damage at all.
They will at the very least kill the Omni
okay.
and bully out the Tide, so they're going to get the 2 Wisdoms, but... well, what Jokam wanted to do in this game was kill everyone else, so...
Yep, Cuckoo getting dove onto the tier 1. Snowball, not used to save. So Cuckoo will fall as Makoto makes his way over. Quinn is completely out of mana, by the way. Repel and Purification, though, to give him a little bit extra HP. Oh, he's stuck inside the shards. Jokam all over the place. Makoto will take him to the grave again.
He might run this down.
As Malady, nice dead shot from Tofu. Jokam,
okay.
Will he commit?
Oh, 23 Savage is going to see Tofu here. Will Jokam cut over? He will.
Tofu. Yeah, we got the Nature's Prophet coming as well. Nice block off.
Excellent placement there on the Sprout.
Dead shot, though. And Ace trying to help out his friend by watching. My goodness.
I mean, there's no way about it. Gaimin are getting stomped right now. This is the most one-sided first 8 minutes we've cast so far this tournament. I think just completely obliterating them all over the map. And they have a lineup that can keep accelerating. Nature's Prophet. Oh, he's going to chase here. Quinn onto WS. Would be a nice pickup for him. He's got the mana.
Still has some mana. Dead shot. WS eventually taken out. Quinn has to expend every bit of mana.
No one coming to contest WS. He's got the chainmail. I say that. Quinn will TP bottom. This is a very unnatural move for Storm to make. It opens up mid.
And Jokam. This is a bit of a bait. Oh, the dead shot. Not enough. Doom applied by Watson. It's going to be a trade, though, as Cuckoo comes in. So still a support for support.
2.
This ancient stack.
It's gone.
They're going to get it in time.
But they're exposed now.
They are hoof stop with the Snowball Laguna Blade. Quinn gets deleted.
Ace is dead.
A blade mail on Ace. Pops the Kraken shell, dies shortly after though. That could have been a lot worse if I'm being honest. Oh, WS misses the hoof stomp. We'll have to retreat now.
I mean, it could have been worse, but it sure as hell could have also been better. Not sure what I feel about this blade mail on Ace.
Yeah, pretty unusual on the Tidehunter, I would say. Is Watson going to be the recipient of this Stampede Laguna? Goodbye.
Yeah. When it's time for plan B, sometimes they've just drafted in ways that really need things to go in a specific manner, and when they don't, well, Tofu dies.
Yep, that is one way to put it. Quinn with the Electric Vortex onto Makoto. Brushing off the damage, though.
Might as well. But that's the thing about this. Like, sometimes people will save it and hope for a specific tier 2, and if they don't get that one, then they're like, okay, I have to take a neutralizer. He was probably hoping for an upgraded mana drop.
But they don't have to take it. The LSA, Malady, able to get the repel off with the Guardian Angel as well. Makoto has a BKB. Trying to fight his way out of it. That's a lot of damage immunity. Finds one, now the Stampede. Quinn running circles around him with Makoto. Still has a decent amount of mana back, but Cuckoo will force Quinn back now.
They have LSA.
Gets punched in the air. LSA misses, but the Laguna does not. How, like what percentage?
Yeah, how many of carry players are like, I love hitting creeps so much?
Probably like 80%. 23
That
Savage.
is so sad.
Faking the Stone Gaze.
Oh, here comes Jokum.
Jokum going really deep. Going to force out the ult out of the Moreta. And some damage applied to the Tusk. The Ravage is going to come out onto 2. They delete 1, so Gaimin already on the board here in this fight.
Yeah, they have
Quinn
no more
getting
damage
low on
now.
mana, though, and yeah, I think they're running out of resources. As Ace, super tanky. Laguna Blade applied. Hoof Stomp to follow. Kraken Shell activates, but eventually WS takes him out. So ends up being a 1-for-1.
You can't really get much more, I'm afraid, for the time being. You have to buy damage somehow. Because that is the biggest leak in your draft.
Watson.
Oh, no.
LSA catches him. And he's just going to casually die.
Makoto 10-0. Yeah, I don't know, man. Do they?
Yeah,
Do they kill
that's
Medusa?
what I'm saying. It's not a great lineup
I mean,
against
it's just
Medusa.
been nerfed, but so obviously the balance has shifted a little bit, but I still think the hero is good enough in a game like this. So you have to kill the rest of the team, and that's always been the plan in this game from the very start, I think, for Gaimin when they started game planning here, is you have to get the back line. Quinn got an open on it, though.
And the hoof stomp on the other side, though, is 23 Savage. Has the Aegis. Ravage comes out, hits 3 heroes. 23 Savage is going to use his ult. And will be able to reset as a result. Jokum with the punch onto Ace. Blade Mail activated, but they're not going to go any further.
For reference, in that attempt where they used Ravage, Medusa started that fight on 40% mana.
Well, we got the zip in from Quinn. Finds the connection. Nice calling from Tofu, but they see that more members of Talon are here. Do they have the stun lock and the damage? Repel applied to Quinn. Doesn't have too much mana to work with as the Ice Shards are blocking off Malady right now. And they'll be, at the very least, get him. Quinn now almost out of resources. Into the trees he goes. Hoof Stomp hit. Nice find from WS. Big kill for Talon, and now they can continue down this lane.
Tower is under attack.
Or maybe they'll take mid tier 2.
They go for the mid as the Centaur is leashed right now by the dead in the water. Not a whole lot of follow-up here. The ult comes out from Tofu. Ace getting some help from Quinn. The LSA is not going to hit much, though. Seems like no damage is being done other than to 23 Savage, but does have the Aegis after all. Already
He wants
expended
to
his
burn
ult.
it here.
He will burn it. Doesn't have Stone Gaze to work with.
6.
6 indeed. Cuckoo, spotted by Quinn, who's now spotted by the rest of Talon. Always have the repel at the ready, so he's going to be fine. You see, in theory, how powerful that combo is. They're just so far behind. It's Quinn with a huge zip. Makoto, LSA only onto the Tidehunter as Jokum kind of stuck in here. WS is going to get him with a nice hoof stomp onto 2, blocked by the shards as well. And somehow Jokum is actually going to live. And remember, Watson's the position 1 here, ladies and gentlemen. Gets melted. Ace is next, and now ready to go high ground is Talon. They'll get this set easily. Still buybacks available for Gaimin. As Purification comes out, but Tofu stuck in a horrible spot. Will be the 3rd death for Gaimin here.
I don't think this draft is particularly good, and they lost their bot lane 5-0 minute 3.
Yep.
It
It's as
happens.
easy as that.
It happens, and they just cannot deal with this pressure. They're gonna try though.
They will. Hoofs up onto Quinn, but the repel to save. Still stunned up a little bit. There's a Ravage onto basically everybody from Talon. Quinn, though, has to retreat. Where is the damage coming from? WS and Jokam against Watson. They will win that engagement as the Laguna Blade applied to Ace. Another one bites the dust for Gaimin Gladiators. 23 Savage is actually very low and does not have the second life, but it matters not. GG's called. Whew, this was a rough one.
Yeah. Well, we have a bit of catching up to do on the schedule after that first series going long, and Talon and Gaimin in unison will try to get us back on track here.
Beastmaster.
Shit, Beastmaster.
We saw previous game, it was last phase ban, so we already saw the priority of this hero.
See what it is and where it is. Mikoto covering top, and he will get lucky and unlucky at the same time.
That's right. The worst rune. The worst. Lots of getting chased by some boars, but will be just fine as Quinn finds a silencer, gets the Jingu stacks, and
Of course, there's additional spells to steal now. They picked Beastmaster into it. Primal Roar is amazing, no doubt about that. And if you can somehow steal Global Silence, that's also incredible, but Cuckoo should cover that every time.
yeah, good luck with that one.
Savage
Quinn makes
first
his
death
way
of the
over.
game.
23 Savage falls. Ace first blood.
Going through the gate here. We'll find Cuckoo. High ground advantage.
Yep, Watson
Cuckoo
comes
is
in. The bear
super
has
dead.
arrived. Chompy, chompy, chompy. Yum, 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 yum.
The Beastmaster's going Dom, so there's no Drum of Slom.
Now Wheel of Wonder finds 23 Savage along with the Doom.
He's
The boat
very-
comes in, but he is mega dead. He will tick away. Ace wants the full XP. Oh, he
He
tried
gets
to
that
die.
regardless.
Yeah, that could have been close.
True, if he didn't chase him, he could have died to neutral, so kind of like that. WS will kill Tofu in turn without Roar. They only use Laguna for this. Be the target and make aggressive moves. Oh, mass rainbow TP here.
Oh yeah, Wheel of Wonder actually gonna hit as Quinn comes in to finish the job on a Cuckoo. He does get up his global silence, but the Roar, the
That's a
RP
fat one.
on the 4 heroes! They get put on the cliff as well! Malady finds his way out. There's no deaths on Gaimin. As I say that, Malady drops eventually, and now, finally, Talon come in to finish what they started, the Arteezy special. As 23 Savage gets put on the cliff now.
All right.
It's a party. Looks like the Beastmaster is going to survive through the Doom. That is amazing.
5 heroes cliffed within 30 seconds.
Yeah, just off of one fight, essentially. Now they have the Aegis, of course. Still 3 minutes on it. Tofu going for the denied room, or the ward, I should say, but he's going to be caught. Does have Skewer and the box from Malady as we have a Roar on the other side onto the Doom as Quinn's going to use the Wukong's command. Beating onto WS, but they've already lost the Doom here. As 23 Savage gets off the boat, will walk away as a Skewer coming from Jokem. He's just going to get eaten up by Watson, though. And the rest of Gaimin are able to retreat, so it's a 1-for-1.
Eventually, he will have a Pike. He's going for the Dragonlance first, which is pretty standard. When
That's
Pike
the Monkey
gets
King.
ready, this is a big
Makoto.
kill. Finally for Quinn.
Solo
Something
kill.
good. Every game we've cast has looked good so far. I think in this patch.
And the Empower doesn't even have to be a thing.
No.
Malady actually gets off the whip mid-skewer, boxes himself, makes it more difficult. Will fall eventually on the Monkey King. As we're going to see an RP onto set Quinn, into the Roar and the Global. No spells to steal as a result.
Percentage-based Dark Mercy passive on that blade.
Oh, they're going to find a connection onto Ace. Global Silence to prevent anyone from helping him. He's really tanky, but not tanky enough. Quinn with the Wukong's command now. Applying some pressure to 23 Savage. As WS getting pressured by Watson. He's already popped his BKB. In fact, they all have.
X mark.
Quinn, I'm not sure I've seen the soldier thing yet, SyndereN.
What's the X mark?
Pay attention to that. The box to save Quinn. Oh, but he's going to get RP'd on the other side. It was stolen, but he gets skewered from such far range away. Getting some nice lifesteal, though, thanks to that Jingu stacks. And now 23 Savage completely out of mana and now HP. And there's the RP from Tofu. Going to provide Watson an opportunity to right-click to his heart's content. Cuckoo dead. Now the tier 1 tower will fall as well. Big fight for Gaimin.
It's better than it might seem.
Quinn wants to fight, gets the boundless strike off. Watson jumps in. Wukong's command not really going to do too much. They're going to be able to take out the Triceratops along with the silencer. Wheel of Wonder, not too much effect as the boat.
Oh, nice box.
Very nice. It saves him just for a moment, though. Eventually does fall anyway. Looking for an opening. 23savage, the only one to show himself right now. There's an RP. Skewer was stolen. It's on top of the Ursa. Watson dead to the Laguna Blade, and the fight's just over. Ace follows suit, so 2 cores dead and into the Roche pit.
Go Scythe. In theory, the Boots of Bearing are very good against Monkey King. Just get out of the ring ASAP as they kill the dragon, but it's going to cost them. Quinn.
Oh, the Skewer, LSA, Laguna, everything.
No.
Quinn is dead. Another big pickoff for Talon. Ace is going to get boxed. Tidal Wave, that's Tofu's, I believe. Wheel of Wonder not going to do too much here. Actually, Makoto runs into it for no reason. Forgets about that interaction. Watson applying some pressure to 23savage, but will have to enrage and get out. Meanwhile, Doom used on the Magnus. That is a support, but at the very least, Gaimin gets something.
Yeah. And Instinct.
Yeah.
Plays a much bigger role in Dota than you might think. Players are
23savage, X-Pack. Oh, fast BKB. Gets the tidal wave off, and reinforcements have arrived. There's a boxed creature inside. It is Malady. He's actually really annoying to kill. Gets the whip off, but Watson, obviously the bigger kill. If they can actually grab him, Shockwave pretty important into the... Ooh! RP canceled. Thanks to Tofu getting off that telekinesis, and that actually saves the bear.
And saves... Send out your Laguna for DPS purposes, and then you have that barrier.
Oh, the Yules actually successfully used, forces the BKB, but now the global silence, and now the counter action coming from Makoto with the sideline. They're going to get the Roar and the Laguna Blade, trying to delete 2 heroes here on the sideline. Jokem does pop the RP, but here comes Quinn with the Wukong's command. BKB activated. Watson is taking so much damage from Makoto, has the damage rune. Watson will die of his own accord. WS getting gone on by Ace, attempting to TP out. The Infernal Blade was already used. He actually does get out just barely. Meanwhile, Makoto deleting another support user, Hurricane Pike onto Quinn, right into the arms of the Silencer. And that's a triple kill for Ace of all heroes.
Quinn's there. They even placed the banner. This is cute. They're not even committing here.
Yeah, that is cool.
They just place the banner and let the creeps go to work, and Quinn doesn't want to show.
23savage, he's going to pop the smoke here first. The jump is there, but 23savage already with the BKB. Gets the tidal wave. Doesn't really work that well with the X in that scenario. The double siege is still there, I believe. They get the tower. The instant hex, but Watson able to get out of it. Trying to kill this ogre, it seems. Zelina just barely nightfalls away. Now the Yules onto Jokem. Another tidal wave. These are just all over the place. Skewer taken by Tofu. Quinn with the Wukong's command. Only 1 hero inside, but it's an important one. 23savage. Gets onto the outskirts, though. And now the jump from Quinn to continue this pressure, but the tidal wave again. Watson with the enrage. Makoto has finally made his way back into the things. The torrent onto 2. The counter Skewer from the Rubik, though. So far, it's only a support for support, but Makoto now a little bit outnumbered. Quinn with the Jingu stacks. Ace actually blocks the path of Makoto, and a boundless strike finishes him off. TP successful from 23savage. Cuckoo will be run down eventually.
Pretty cool stuff. Now, the really big play here, or the really big thing about that fight is...
It's not over. Axe is into the pit. They jump in. Roche is not even low at all. Watson going to town on WS. He actually ends up on the other side of the pit, but they do take out WS, and now 23savage trying to finish off Quinn. It's going to be close. He uses Mischief, but not able to stay alive in the end. Gets off the BKB from 23savage. Tidal wave again. Watson getting kited into the pit. He's like, oh, I'll just kill Roshan, no problem. But the RP to follow. Instant Yules from Tofu. Jokem in a lot of trouble. And the RP stolen. Roche is taken for Watson.
And now they have RP. They used it once, but he's going to have it again.
Absolutely not. Oh, they find a tasty treat. It's a silencer. Dead for a minute, no buyback.
Wanted to throw that out there with the Granite Aura.
Okay.
Overwhelming blink.
Jokem looking for the connection, finds the Skewer. Makoto with the early BKB just to try to take out this Doom. It's going to be close. He's going to get bashed though by Watson. pops the Enrage. The Doom finally falls. No buyback here as the double BKB now from the Talon side. Watson, BKB with the Enrage. As the Earthshock to try to get away here, but there's the RP. Is there the follow-up, though? No, Quinn jumps right on Makoto. Beautifully played from him, as Jokem does get the skewer on the sideline. Kuku getting bashed by the Monkey King on the trees. There's only 2 members
Quinn's
of Gaimin alive here.
Stuck in here.
Can they find Quinn in an awkward spot? We'll get to the other side. He still has... Okay, he's just dead.
What a sick skewer.
Wow.
He placed Quinn right above the cliff so he couldn't reach.
Oh, Jokem, he actually found somebody. That looks so weird. Well, they get a free pickoff on the Malady.
That's a gem.
Indeed, 100 seconds, but Talon resets. So that's Shadow Blade onto Jokem, looking for the opening onto Ace. Preemptively uses the Shivas as Watson going in really deep. He is all alone right now. Quinn's going to join the party, though. RP, make it a roar instead onto Quinn. This is going to be a dieback if he's not careful. Nullifier applied to him. He's going to get forced out to the high ground, but he ticks out. He's dead for 2 minutes. No way to get back at all. As the tidal wave bringing a box back, the DHL special. As there's the RP onto 2. The skewer to follow. Is there the follow-up, though? As Makoto continuing to go ham on this bear. The sheep applied to Watson. He's going to get to safety, though. That's a buyback, though, onto the Conky. He's going to TP right back into the fray. And the box not going to save the Ursa this time. Just delays the inevitable. Do have buybacks, though, as the Roar now onto a support. Will not be dying, though. That's a lot of buybacks coming out from Gaimin, as Makoto and company have to be a bit careful. That's the Aegis down, and WS getting the brunt of the damage with the Basher coming in from Watson. The Fury swipes applied. He's dead. They have 2 more buybacks if they really want to try to go all in here. Makoto, he's the one doing all the damage. Tofu taking the brunt of that there. Nice tidal wave to give Makoto a little bit of space. He's still taking too much damage as the Ancient apparently falls to the grave. All right. I had no idea that was happening, but
Do you
apparently
think Talon
Talon...
I don't know if Talon knew.